In the year 54 AD, in the Roman Empire, where the young slave knows as Cestvs join a boxing school. On his first day, he was set up in a boxing match. Surprisingly, he was matched up with his best friend, and it was hard for him to swallow. But he didn't have the will to fight his best friend. Cestvs, the Roman fighter, will make its debut next week on Wednesday. Cestvs decided to clash with his friend even though it was hard for him. He conquered his friend, and he was announced as a winner. But his friends got killed, and it surprised Cestvs. He wonders why a fighter has to be killed. Later he finds that the loser has to be killed, and they are fighting to win. Cestvs realizes that the loser won't see tomorrow. It takes a long for Cestvs to accept fighting like that. He thinks that every time he fights, he feels like he is murdering all of his opponents will be killed when he wins. He began to face powerful opponents, and he decided to fight for survival. When he took out his opponent, the coronation of the fifth Roman emperor, Nero, was taking place. Cestvs realizes that he has no choice but to keep on moving forward. Before Cestvs became the well-known Roman fighter, he was a slave. At his age of 15 years, the young boy was forced to fight in the Colosseum. He goes through hard training, enduring pain, but his hard work's paid. Cestvs thought that he was fighting to win, but the case was different. During his slavery in the slave's cell, he suffered from other slaves being bitten by flies. But Cestvs was smart and managed to get rid of flies. Rocco used to take good care of Cestvs and always spot him when they are eating food. One day in the morning, when they are relaxing, the soldiers arrive and make an announcement. They reveal that each slave will fight in the Colosseum. It surprises everyone when Cestvs and Rocco are told to fight each other. Zaffa notices that Cestvs doesn't want to fight, and it is a matter of life and death. He encourages him to participate in the fights. During the fight, Cestvs was going easy in Rocco. The fans booed him since they didn't come to see a boring fight. He got carried away and landed a clean hit that hurt Rocco. Rocco felt embarrassed and take it seriously. The real fight begins, and they both exchange massive blows. Cestvs gets tired of fighting his best friend and decides to end the fight. He manages to land blows that knock Rocco out cold. After the fight, Rocco compliments Cestvs for his strength and speed. But the execution took place, and Rocco is executed by order of his owner. Rocco's owner reveals that he doesn't care if the fighter is killed since they are good fighters to replace them. He also comments that he doesn't like to stay with losers. Cestvs began to train hard and became a powerful fighter. Zaffa trained with Cestvs and taught him how to box using speed. Later Rusca met with Cestvs in front of Augustus' statue and revealed that he is the first Roman emperor. Rusca saw the chains on Cestvs and realizes that Cestvs is a slave boxer given his size. Cestvs comments that it was his first fight, and he is changed so that he won't try to escape. Rusca enters that fighting arena, and he was revealed to be the Golden Rusca from the Emperor's bare-handed fighting corps. He clashes with Kendall from Carthage and dominates his opponent without using his fist. Kendall got trounced and faced the same fate as other fighters who lose the fight. Zaffa became Cestvs' master, and he is the one who guided him through all his victories. Zaffa didn't hide anything from Cestvs since he knows that losers face death. He prepared him, and he became the most feared powerful fighters until worthy opponents arrive. Nero is 17 years teenage who becomes the youngest emperor in Rome history.